Hi guys, in this video I'm gonna show how you can play PS2 games using a pen drive, and this method won't require a memory card. So if you don't have a memory card, it should work. You can play PS2 games using pen drive. So here are the things that are required to make this method work. So first thing is a pen drive. You can use any GB pen drive or any size, and then a blank CD or a DVD. Anything should work fine. And either a fat or a slim PS2. Mine is a slim PS2, and this should work even without mod chip on most of the devices. Well, if you can try, still if you don't have a mod chip, it might work. And then a laptop, I mean a PC, anything. So now let's get started with the first step. So the first thing what you need to do is open the link which I have given in the description below, and that link should take you to the mega drive link. So as you can see, it says mega.ng. So it should be the link. So click on enter, and then it should take you to a page where I have uploaded all the files that are required to do this mod. As you can see, it says ps2 mod files and my name, and the file should be 31 MB, 31.5. So just download the file, and downloading might take some time. So I have just fast forwarded it. It took me almost like 2 minutes. So let it download, and then okay, so it's downloaded. After the progress bar is completed, it should decrypt the file, and you should be able to see the file downloaded on your browser. So now let's close the browser, and let me show you the files which are available. So let me head over to downloads folder, and then you should see a zip file. Inside a zip file there should be a folder, and then you should see 5 files over here. Well, we are gonna require most of this except the free MC boot, because we are not using a memory card. Okay, now let me close the window, and then your first step is over. Now the second step is to install some of the essentials which are given in the file itself. So open the file which I have given, and then first you should see here image burner. Well, this is used to burn files to a disk. So install that app software, and then run, and if this appears, then just click run on this also, and then you can see the setup menu has appeared, and then click on next, and just agree all the terms, and then click next, and you should start installing the software. So this won't take much time. Okay, this is done, and it will take you to a link. Just close that, then click next and finish. Then go back, and you should see one more file which is WinRAR. Well, install this software also, and same again, run. Okay, now that's a glitch, so click on install. Okay, so these were the two softwares which were required to do this process. So now just close the window, close everything. Then on the desktop you can see image burner over here, and normally you won't see WinRAR because it doesn't create a desktop icon. Okay, now we are done with the previous step. Now on the next step, what you need to do is go to the folder again, downloads, and then open the zip file. Over here you should see uLauncher. So this is basically a file manager for the PlayStation. So open that, and in this you should see new version and old version. Well, whichever you want you can use. I'm gonna use the old version because it works for me fine. And then you should see CD and DVD. If you are using a blank CD, you go with the CD folder, or else go with the DVD one. So as I'm using a blank CD, I'm going to use the CD folder, and then copy the uLauncher ISO which is there in the folder, and then paste it. Well, all the folders should have this uLauncher thing. So let me show you. As you can see, in DVD also it's there, and then when I go back to the newer versions, in the CD folder, see the same file is there, and even on the DVD. So basically these are the file managers for the PlayStation. So whatever file you choose, just bring it to the desktop. Now the next step is to burn the file to the CD. So now insert the blank CD or the DVD. So I'm using a CD 700 MB obviously, and then I'm gonna insert it. Then as you can see, it says a blank CD or a DVD. So make sure it is blank, because it won't be able to write if it's written already. So then open image burner and then let it launch. It is going to take some time. Okay, when it opens, you need to click on the write image file to disk option, and then on the folder icon choose the ISO which is required. So as you can see, mine is ulauncher.iso. So open it and then choose the DVD drive, then click on write. Well, I have written the disk already, so I won't write it again. So I'm just gonna skip the writing part. Well, if you just click this button, it should start writing. So when it's done writing, you should see 3 files on the CD, and if you're using a DVD, you should see 2 files. Well, mostly 2 files, I'm not sure, but some files should be there. Let me once again open the Window Explorer and show. As you can see, DVD drive, and there are 3 files in it. I ignore the desktop.ini because it's a file of computer. Now just eject the drive. Then when it's done ejecting, remove the CD from the computer. Then now keep your CD aside. Okay, now you are done with the CD. Now the next step is to paste the OPL file into the desktop. So go to downloads, again open the file which I had given. Then you should see a folder named OPL. Just open it, and there you should see only one file. So just copy this file to the desktop. Then insert a pendrive. Well, you can insert any gigabyte of pendrive. I'm gonna use a 8 GB one, so I've inserted it. So as you can see, and these are the files, my previous files, so ignore that. Now you need to make sure that the pendrive is in FAT32 format, because PlayStation OPL won't read other file formats. So if it isn't in FAT32, format it to FAT32. And formatting shouldn't take much time as long as quick format is enabled. Okay, it's done formatting. Now just open the pen drive, and then as you can see, it's empty. Now we need to create a new folder. So click on new folder and then name it as OPL. So open the OPL folder and then copy the OPL file which I had given, OPL ps2. So copy it and then paste. So now it's done. Now you can just close the pen drive. Don't eject the pen drive because still we need to copy the game ISO into this. So I'm just gonna close it, and then you are now done with the USB and the CD part. Now the next step is download a game. So I'm gonna use a website which is called ROM Hustler. So let me paste the link. As you can see, romhustler.organization. So in this website you should get all kinds of ROMs. So I'm gonna show you. So as you can see, this is what the UI looks like of the ROM Hustler. And then as you can see, PlayStation 2 link is given. So open that link, and then you should see all kinds of, well, not all, most of the games are there in this. So like God of War, WWE, Dragon Ball Z, like everything you should find over here. So it's a very long list. There are almost like 1500 games in this website. So I'm gonna search for my childhood favorite, which is Simpsons. So I'm gonna type Simpson, then click enter. I can't find Simpsons here. Well, let me search again. Simpsons hit and run. Let me just type hit, it should come. Okay, as you can see, Simpsons hit and run, and make sure the console is stated as PlayStation 2 because we are using PlayStation 2 itself. So make sure it is PlayStation 2. Now open the link, whichever game you want to play, and then you click here to download. Then when you scroll down, you should see download link will appear in some seconds. So wait for that. So usually it will be like 10 seconds. Okay, so link has appeared. So click on here, and then your download file should appear. Okay, so as you can see, the game says 700 MB and it's a RAR file. So I won't download again because I have already downloaded and kept in the same location. So you guys just download the game, and then when you're done downloading, open the folder. So it was in my compressed folder, and as you can see, it's a RAR file and it's a 600 MB and 700 MB file. So when you open the RAR file, you should see one disk image. So just copy this disk image to the desktop, and then it's going to take some time to extract the file. I have fast forwarded, actually it took some time. Now close it. Now as you can see, we have the Simpsons ISO over here, and it's a 2 GB file. Now you can't just directly copy this file to the USB because you need to make some changes. So what you have to do is open the ISO file, and then you should see this many files. And sometimes in your computer it might open in the form of WinRAR. So if it's in the WinRAR, you should see files like this form. And in those bunch of files, we need to only focus on SLUS file. So now let me show you in the Windows Explorer itself because it's easier. So as you can see, let me zoom it. And then what we need to do is copy this SLUS file. So in your game it might be SLUS 0.26 or anything. So make sure in starting it is SLUS is there, and then paste the file to the desktop. Now in case of WinRAR, open it should come out like this. Then you should see the same SLUS file. So again just drag the file to the desktop. Let me close it. So as you can see, we have the SLUS file. Then just go to rename and just copy the whole thing, even the 0.24, just copy the whole thing. Okay, then what we need to do is eject the game ISO or unmount it. Well, if you use WinRAR, you should not see this. Well, if you use the Windows Explorer, you can just eject it. So eject this, and then go to your ISO. In case mine is Simpsons Hit and Run, go to rename and then add the copied text to here to the starting point. So I'm gonna just paste it. So as you can see, SLUS has been copied. Now between, just put a dot. So between the game name and the SLUS, just put a dot. As you can see, I have put a dot. So the whole text should be seen as like this. So now you are done with this ISO, and your ISO file is ready. So now to verify it, again I'm just gonna open the disk image and just see how the SLUS file looks. So as you can see, SLUS 0.24, and then again over here SLUS 0.24. So in your game ISO it might be different, like it might be 2.6 or something. It can be anything. Just rename it to SLUS. Now the next step is to create some folders in your pen drive. So open the pen drive where we have to copy the OPL folder. So as you can see, the OPL folder is still there. So go to the root folder and create a new file, folder, and then name it as DVD. So make sure it's in the capital letters, and then make one more folder named as CD, and this also has to be in the capital letters only. So as you can see, now there are 3 files, and both are empty. And then just you might be wondering where to copy, CD or DVD. Well, to check where to copy those files, you need to go to the properties of the game, and then you have to see the size of the image. Well, for me it's 2 GB, so I have to copy it to DVD. Well, if the game is above 700 MB, you have to copy it to DVD, or else if the game is below 700 MB, you need to copy it to the CD folder. So as my game is 2 GB, well, it's above 700 MB, then I have to copy it to DVD folder. So let me copy the DVD folder. So I'm just gonna fast forward the copying. Okay, it's done copying, and then you can leave the alternative folder empty. So as you can see, I have the game in the DVD, and the CD folder is empty. So let me show you the CD folder. So as you can see, the CD folder is empty, and the DVD folder has the game, and the OPL folder has the file which we had copied earlier. So now your pen drive is ready. Now just eject the pen drive. Then remove the pen drive from the PC. Okay, now we are done with the computer part. Now let's head on to the PlayStation. Okay, now on the PlayStation, insert the pen drive where we had copied OPL, and then insert the CD drive where we had burned the U launcher. So insert those both and start the PlayStation. Now when you start the PlayStation, you should see this kind of file manager. So it should look something like this. Then what you need to do is click on circle and launch the file browser. So click on circle and then go down to mass. Mass means our pen drive where we had copied OPL and the game. So open the mass folder. Then in the mass folder you should see the 3 files where we had made in the computer. So I'm just going to check the game. As you can see in the DVD folder, the game is there still. So now let me go back and then open the OPL, and then you need to open the OPL file. So when you open the OPL file, you should see the OPL menu, the settings menu and all. So open the settings menu first and then scroll down to the USB start mode. So when you scroll down to USB start mode, change the settings to manual and then click on OK. And then you need to click on circle and then you should see X start menu and then click on start and then your game should appear. So as you can see, Simpsons Hit and Run, the game has appeared. Now it might take some time to load because it's loading some of the settings and then our game should launch. So this is how to play PS2 games using the pen drive without memory card. So if you guys are able to launch the game, give a like to the video, and if you have any problems, let me know in the comments. I'll surely help you over there. So thank you.